Woohoo! Welcome to Week 15's installment of the Choo League Live. I'm your host and general manager, Martine. Let's get right into it, shall we? Our regular season came to a close this week with a couple of big matchups. We had our top point scorer face off against our number 2 point scorer, and we had our third and fourth place teams go head to head to solidify their playoff rankings. And to no one's surprise, we once again watched Butthole surf his way to High Point Scorer of the Week for his 5th time this season. CC Klitz kept it close this week, but ultimately he had to fake it as TBS finished him off. He was once again led by Jalen Hurts and Jerick McKinnon, both adding 34. McKinnon has scored more fantasy points in his last 3 weeks than his last 12 weeks combined. And in our tightest matchup of the week, sorry TBS, I know you would have liked to be in that one, we saw Puff Puff Pass hold on and win by just a tit hair over the now 4th place team Tits. All Team Areola needed to win this one was 3 points from Alan Lazard on Monday Night Football. We're talking 2 catches for 10 yards would have beaten Triple P, and he came up short, only hauling in 1 catch for 7 yards. We also saw Puff Puff Pass make a great decision by starting Zay Jones, as it paid off as he scored 36 points to lead this matchup. And in other news around the league, we saw the Budfather smoke up his opponent and distract him while he edged out a 5-point victory over the champ this week. The champ, who was already locked into second place, wasn't worried about this matchup, but he better bring his A game next week. If he's losing to the Budfather, imagine what will happen against Puff Puff Pass. There's a clear theme here, people. We also saw Smooth B's Bulls ride on his 3rd straight victory this week. Even though it's a little too late, his team is really getting it going now, with his 2 leading Bulls still playing for the Vikings, Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson. And lastly, Matthew and his team took the final bite out of Hoagie B. Woo, he's done, thank goodness. Defeating him by less than 10 points in another close one. Matthew was led by Trevor Lawrence and A.J. Brown this week. He now looks forward to his consolation bracket. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. The Choo League Live playoffs are here, folks. We've got our top 4 locked in and ready to battle. In our first matchup, an age-old question will be answered. Buttholes or tits? That's a question you've tried to answer since you were 13, and you're likely still undecided, but who you got in this one? Let me know in the comments section down below. Some additional questions leading into this one are, will Jalen Hurts sit out at the most pivotal time? TBS is 9th on the waiver wire. Who will he pick up as a QB? Will everyone else pick up a QB and ruin his playoff run? Will Goddard be back in time, and would he start him? Who else could shit the bed in this one, folks? Everyone's at risk in this girthy matchup for the ages. We managed to get a hold of Butthole Surfers earlier for comment. Going into his playoff matchup against Team Tits, here's what he had to say. May the best tit win. And you're staying at a Motel 6 in my head. I'm not sure if he's drunk this morning or what, but there's only one tit in this matchup, and it's not him, it's me. And it appears I already own property in his head, starting off this week strong. And in our second and third place matchup, we'll watch the champ take on Puff Puff Pass. With some shaky performances from both of them recently, some tough decisions are on deck this week. Will PPP's running backs carry their teams and his to victory? Is Jason Kelsey due for multiple touchdowns this week after not scoring 3 weeks in a row? I'm going to bet on that one. That's a lock, stone cold. Both managers have made multiple weeks at quarterback changes in a row. Which one's going to fail this week? How bad will both PPP and the champ feel to root on the Cowboys? When asked for comment this week's matchup, Puff Puff Pass said he's not feeling good about this one. And 130 points is his ceiling. And on the flip side, when the champ was asked for comment, he claims he's feeling all right. I wish I had a quarterback I could rely on, though. I was trying to avoid butthole surfers, but now I wish I was playing him. Looks like he's not worried about Puff Puff Pass. That's it for your Week 15 recap of the Choo League Live. Best of luck on all your parlays and games next week, fellas. Yours truly, your general manager, Martine.